Yeah. Oh, our Reinhardt just cliff charged somebody. I swear, like, I started to deflect and then I got hooked. It was like a little bit... Oh, we just got a gate on it.
All right. Well, now that I finally got my honeycomb live behind me, came out of my beehive. I had to have my bees got adopted. A little bit sad. All right.
Wait, I didn't even notice we had a back. Oh. Well, I just went.
I'm going live and not speak. All right. Well, now that I'm apparently live, I can post this back where it goes. Good. I'm going to have to mute this and try to stop breathing so loudly. Apparently my breathing is very, very loud. All right. How exciting for everybody. Yes, Paul M is in. Orin is in. I have my die, the green die of destiny. Yes. Well, I'm glad we got the YouTube streaming working. That's great. A big improvement from last time. It took quite a long time to set up. Hopefully, in the future, this will be easy. In fact, we can even start doing our weekly or bi-weekly kaiju discussions through this. That would be pretty great. I'd like to point out, I'm very proud, my honeycomb. Look, my bees made this with their own little bee bodies, and now there's delicious honey that I can just poke out. Fantastic. That, unfortunately, is the end of that hive of bees. I had to give them up for adoption. My hive broke, and I couldn't get in effectively, and so somebody else came over and transferred the bees into a new hive and took the hive to their property, and hopefully they're doing well there. Yes. Okay. We still have 10 minutes before our official start time. I'm going to keep telling you about my bees or something. I'm going to go back to the shout box and hello. Ah, yes. Good. People are finding us on YouTube. Previously, we've done these things on live stream or through other methods. I think, assuming the YouTube works out for okay and nobody has any huge problems, I think this is where we're going to stay. It'd be really nice to have a permanent home for all these streams. Really good. Let's see. Let's see if this mutes me. I hope it doesn't. Who can say? I am looking for confirmation. Can people in the box tell me that you can still hear me? Yes? Yes. Fortunately, there's a delay, so I have to now wait for the actual stream to catch up with me. Oh, look at that. Level Domian there. And we've hit the delay, so people should now be saying something like, yes, I can hear you, Simon. That would be so great to hear that. Someone just type that. They're talking about other things right now. Okay, great. Well, everybody can hear me. How pleasant. So let's see. Some interesting stats about this session. If I were really fancy, I could now bring up split screens, so you can see me, but you can also look at the chart I have of all the submissions and so forth. That's pretty neat. We have 27 submissions this time around. 20 of them are themed, and 7 of them are not themed. One submission, they wrote themed on it, but it was clearly not themed. So, 20 themed and 7 not themed. So we're going to select 16 winners today. Those winners are based upon really how much money we have. So I'd said before there'd be about 20, and apparently some people thought that meant absolutely 20, for sure 20, not 19, not 21, 20. I think 20 is what I'm generally shooting for. It really depends on the amount of money we have, and that means the number of subscribers, right? Remember, the new system, let me stop. The old system was I would spend a bunch of money and guess on how much people wanted things, and then I would make that money back, plus hopefully some profit, by people buying things. The new system is you all buy subscriptions, and I spend that much money on things. So that's the new system. So I'm hopefully that's going to be reasonably good. So yeah, we're doing 16 this time, and we're going to do no more than 3 that are not themed. So here's how it works. Of our 27 submissions, I'm going to roll the die, and it will randomly select one of them. And then I'm going to take that one out of the list, and we'll keep going, just like a raffle, pulling names out of a hat. And every time I pull a name out, we'll go down. If I get to 3 names that I've pulled that are from the not themed list, all the rest of the not themes get thrown out immediately. Okay? So we may pick 16 themed characters, right? We're not going to guarantee that any of them are out of the theme. What I'm going to guarantee is that if I select 3 who are out of the theme, all the other unthemed characters are immediately removed, so that we absolutely won't pick them. Okay? Yes. We have 5 minutes. Which should we start with? Oh, yay. Wei showed up. Thank goodness. Hasn't studied too much. His brain still works. Here's something that's interesting. I heard a fair amount of chatter about people saying, oh, everyone's going to make villains. No one's going to make Space Knights. And that is completely not true. We only had 7 villains. So that's not many. Yeah, in general, I mean, people love to come up with all sorts of doom and gloom or proposals or something, and they'll say, oh no, this is happening or this isn't happening, and it's never true, right? Let these things work out. Just don't fret. The fretting about things not working out is much more of a problem than things actually not working out. So, okay. What else? What else should we talk about? Hey, I have my wonderful lacquered box from Russia. My uncle lived in Russia for many years, married to a woman from Russia, and so we got some number of cool Russian things from him that are kind of around in my family, and turns out I really like them. They were around when I was growing up, and my house was robbed 11 years ago, a long time ago now. But they took a bunch of stuff, including camera and some cash, but none of that really bothered me. The thing that I really missed, the thing that I was upset about, was this lacquered tray that my uncle had brought back, and that really hurt. And I got the lacquered tray back because the person who stole it didn't actually want that, just ditched it with a bunch of other stuff they didn't want. So I got it back. But that kind of brought things into focus, and I realized that I really like my lacquered Russian artifacts. So there we go. I'm collecting them from my family now. If I see that they're not using them or they're just falling into boxes in the storage or whatever, I'm trying to collect them up. What else? You may notice I have a slightly improved background. I've been adding more and more fun stuff to my office. You can't even see over on this side, but I have all of the SPN cards all sort of sorted, and all the packs and whatever. Whenever someone makes an order, I just go to my shelves over here and fill the order from those. Here's something fun. Just happens to be round. This is my official binder. Ooh, of all the SPN cards. This has a complete set of everything, plus a complete set of signed cards. Whenever we do a set, I send 2 complete sets to Frankie to sign, and then I countersign. And so you have cards signed by Frankie and myself, and those are available. And some of those will be going out as rewards to people who are buying the cards. Some of them are just for me or for future prizes or whatnot. Setting up the stuff in Lackey, we have 401 cards thus far. So it's a lot of cards. And this new set is going to introduce not only the 16 new kaiju, but also I'm thinking about reprinting some of the old Space Knights, just for fun. It's also going to have a whole lot of new cards for the card game. It's been really great playing the card game with people online. It was super exciting just to have people make new decks and give me some feedback on the rules and have people playing. I've been actively working on getting things working not only in Lackey, but also in Octagon, which is a prettier, more modern card-playing interface. Unfortunately, it requires quite a bit more work to get things up and running. We'll see if I can actually complete that. But Lackey works right now. If folks are on the fence, I'm going to jump into Lackey right after this. I'll probably jump in and play a few games in Lackey. You also can have observers. It's pretty tight. It's not super pretty or flashy, but it's solid, and all the cards are in. So, how exciting. Okay. Yes. Well, by my clock, we have 90 seconds. So exciting. Oh my. So, I guess I'm going to... So in my little chart ahead of me here that I'm going to be modifying as I roll... Oh! Well, it is too late now, but I want to specifically thank all of our kaiju benefactors. The kaiju benefactors all got back to me in email or Skype or whatever and let me know how their votes wanted to go. So their votes are going to have a significant impact on who's winning today. And I want to say that the more kaiju benefactors we have, the better this process works. And the more cards we print, and the happier everyone is. We have expanded our backup on the servers to be double what it was, and that'll let me open up a whole lot more space for original artwork from people. It's going to be pretty exciting. So I'm really pleased with the subscription model. It is already paying off, allowing us to expand and do lots of things in a way that doesn't make me lose money. So, how exciting. Alright, so let's officially start this. I'm Simon Strange, owner of Sunstone Games. We run Colossal Kaiju Combat, And a few times a year, 3 or 4, we are going to be running events like this, where we select new original characters to add to our universe, and more importantly, to our trading card game, which you can play online via Lackey, or you can buy physical cards through our store at sunstone.co. We have 27 entries this morning, and we're going to be selecting 16 winners. So I'm going to roll some dice and randomly select our first winner. And these 5, 6, need 2 rolls to cross-reference, and Chemo Rado by Devon89, a non-themed winner. We are only going to have a maximum of 3 winners that are not in theme. So, Chemo Rado is our first winner. Second winner, moving right along. And Dredge by Hungry Zombie, a villainous kaiju in theme. Okay, here we go. Okay, selecting our third winner here. Oh. BCS by Will Lee, another non-themed winner. Wow. We've selected 2 of the 7 characters that are not in theme. Only 1 more of them can win. That's 3 of 16. And Dayaki by Chicken Man, our first actual Space Knight. It's the 4th winner, Dayaki. It's all vowels. If you want to give me a better way to pronounce that, Chicken Man, let me know. Okay. Lunato by Sunny Leong, a Space Knight. Well, we have at least 1 Space Knight and 1 villain, so we're okay. Excuse me. Haven't figured out the clever technical solution to how to not cough into my microphone. Oh, 5 winners. Whew. Okay. 8. And Kali by Wei 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 Zing. Who's on right now with his brain at least partially functioning. So congratulations on all of that. Lunato. Alright, rolling for the 7th winner. Oops. Lorica by Asura. I believe that's the sort of mantis-like one, whose entire species was wiped out and became part of the Space Knights. Felt bad about it. I haven't read all the backgrounds on all of the characters, but there. Ooh. Yep. Guronis, Praetor of the Nexus by Drake213. This is our 8th winner. We are halfway through. Kind of feels a little sad almost. For those already who have missed the first half, we have Chemo Rado, Dredge, BCS, Daiki, Lunato, and Kali, Lordica, and Goronus, Praetor of the Nexus. Those are our first 8 winners. Okay. Valnu the Vehicular by Evil Lamppost. It's our 9th winner. Okay. Oh, I see some people are saying, why 16? I'll repeat, just for BAMs. We're doing 16 because that lines up with how much money we have, right? According to the number of people who have pre-ordered cards and people who are, yeah, we're building according to our budget, which is the plan. So, we could go up to 20, even slightly over 20, if more people start signing up. But we'll see. Oh, the Pipeworks merch. Yes. This is the best bit of swag we ever got from Pipeworks. Maybe the satchel. This is the old Pipeworks logo. You can't get any of these anymore, but it's super nice and warm, and my office is very cold. So there we go. Parsedagon by Abyssal Ruler, another villainous Space Knight opponent. That is our 10th winner. Yes. Oops. 17. And Zatrina by C. Meyer, another Space Knight. There's our 11th winner. 5 more. 5 more. Okay. It is Susan Shu, Lord of Storms, our last unthemed winner by BAMS. Showed up late, in a bad mood, and yet still a winner, because how nice are we? Alright, I am removing our other non-themed options. They're just getting pulled out. Oh, no Colonel. That is a shame. I had a bit of a fondness for Colonel. Okay. That is 12. 4 more winners. And Dolphing, Agent Draco. This one's a little interesting. One of my favorite Oz books, I read the Oz books a lot when I was a kid, was The Patchwork Girl of Oz. And I think about, I think Dolphing definitely has a little bit of a kinship there with the Patchwork Girl from Wizard of Oz. So, yes, oh my gosh. 3 more, getting down to it. Looking at this list, and I know that most of the people on this list are not going to make it. That's a little rough. Desolus by Deslasaur. Another villain. Kind of an on-the-nose name. Desolus. Are they friendly? Do they like tea? Oh, maybe not. So I saw the Power Rangers movie, which I quite liked. But the one bit, and I'm sure this is straight from the show, but the name of the villain, I'm forgetting her name, but she said her full name at one point, and I had to laugh because it was like Reva, repulsiveness or something. I don't know. I was like, you're super powerful and your last name is Repulsiveness. Like, did you pick that? Is that a family name? Anyway, I thought that was a little hilarious. So, only 3 villains thus far, but that's actually plenty. That's enough. And plenty of Space Knights. Voice working not. Alright, our last 2. Six. Shazura the Martian Revenant by Swagum is our 15th winner. Oh my, only one more. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? I thought villains and non-themed were in the same batch. That makes no sense. Alright. And our final winner from Spyro 1101 is MetaJack. MetaJack is our 16th winner. Okay. Let's see. And so our final list is Kimurado, Dredge, BCS, Daiaki, Lunato, Ankali, Lorica, Guronis, Praetor of the Nexus, Valnu the Vehicular, Parasitigan, Zatrina, Susan Shu, Lord of Storms, Dollthing, Desolus, Shazura the Martian Revenant, and MetaJack. So several excellent characters who did not make it in. I personally was a fan of Valag and Valinor, but such is the die. Organoid, the Devourer of Civilizations, Colonel. Yes. Now everyone I didn't mention is going to feel bad. So 16 winners. There we go. So now, those of us on the theme team, and you can join the theme team at any moment. Wait. Yes, plant soldiers, Earth-based plant soldiers whose names are puns is going to be our theme. So, the theme team, including anyone who joins it right now, our next task, we have maybe 2 months, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that, is we're going to decide which of these characters go into the starter decks for each sides. We're going to talk about their powers. We're going to design decks for Space Knights and for the villains. That'll be available for purchase, or will go to all of our subscribers. Then we're also going to write an official story that will tie many or all of these characters together and explain the new bits, the new locations and cards that go into the game. The new combat maneuvers will be things that feature in the story. So we're going to write that whole story together, and that's what the theme team is going to be working on, is designing those decks, writing that story. And then in about 8 weeks, we will have everything tied off. We'll get everything printed and sent out to people. And then we are going to start brainstorming the next theme. The theme team already did a whole lot of idea brainstorming for themes. Maybe we'll revisit some of those. Maybe we won't. Yes. How many people do we need for more cards? Depends. I'd say every 2 people that subscribe to the cards is probably worth another card per set, roughly speaking, thereabouts. So now that we have all that stuff, I have one bit of slightly sad news. And I've been holding on to this for about 10 days, but I want to put this out there in case someone wants to help me. Frankie, who originally said he'd be ready to start in June, he is too busy to do this set of cards. So we need another artist to make these 16 cards. Oh, yes, if you want to subscribe to any of these things to get the cards for free, to do the theme team, to be a benefactor, it's on your forums. Go to Account Upgrades. Click on your name, Account Upgrades. There's a list of all the things that are available. They're all monthly subscriptions. You can join, you can quit at any time. There you go. But yes, we need a new card artist for this set. Who's it going to be? Yeah, it's somebody who wants to make $2,000 to $3,000 a year drawing kaiju cards for us. So that would be pretty exciting. I've really liked working with Frankie. I don't want to wish that he doesn't have work, because it's great that he's getting lots of steady work. But it is sad that he is not available to work on our stuff for the time being. So there's a clear answer for Frankie. That sentence doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, so if you have ideas for people who can be card artists, I have some recs out there. I talked with Matt about it, and he has some ideas. Some people's coming around. Oh, there's another announcement I can make. So I have officially, Matt and I, we talked about it for a long time, and we are officially going to move forward with Lady Weevil's collaboration. So remember when we said the last one was the last one? It's not. We're going to do one more. Back on the horse. One more kaiju collaboration for Kinkuto, or whatever it is that Lady Weevil wants to end up doing. Okay. Yeah. I thought this all worked out pretty well. I thought the video quality was fine, setting up the stream. Once I got it all configured, it didn't seem too tricky. Yeah. I'm happy to hang around and chat with people. I think we're going to move it to the shout box, though. So please join us there, kaijucombat.com. I think we're going to do another Kaiju Comment stream next week. So we'll just start talking about characters. We can talk about the winners, we can talk about the losers, we can talk about other new characters you've made up in the meantime. Yes. I will say that I've also reached out to Jacko. He hasn't got back to me yet, but Jacko is clearly, he's an amazing artist, and I'd be happy to throw him a few $1,000s a year to officially make some CKC characters. But obviously, people have to decide, and signing up for, hundreds of characters is it's a lot of work to commit to. Okay, fantastic. I will see you all very soon, I hope. Oh, and let's see if I can actually stop my stream when I mean to.